So let's take a look at feather stitch here, but I just want to show you the relationship between a chain stitch and a feather stitch and a fly stitch, all the stitches. So if we do a chain stitch, we're going out one hole, back down the same hole, doing our little anchor here, right? Ooh. Look at all that. All right, hopefully your floss lays better than mine. There we go. So there is a single chain stitch, or we could call it a detached chain stitch. So then if we want to actually do a chain of them, we're doing this, right? The reason I want you to just think about this for a second is because my poor floss has been used a bit too much here. There we go. Alright, and so we finish it off with a little stitch at the end. So now we want to look at a fly stitch. It's almost the same thing. I actually thought they were the same stitch when I was first doing embroidery, and my I have a pattern and I called this an open-based chain stitch because I didn't realize it had its own name. So basically, instead of just coming down the same hole, we're gonna go down however wide you want your stitch to be. You know, it could have been here, it could have been here. How wide do you want it to be? I'm just trying to stay even with my chain stitches, how deep I go. And then, you know, if you want this to be a really long a long one, you can go here, or you can tuck it in really tight like we did with that detached chain stitch. Okay, so that's our fly, and so our feather is going to be basically the chain stitch version of a fly stitch. But because this first stitch doesn't go down the same hole, it has to look different, right? So we're going to come up here. Now if we were just going to go again, we were doing chain, we go here, right? But that's not what a fly stitch looks like, right? So we have to come out to the side, either side, like that. And then here, if you want it to be a real feather, you know, you're going to come back over here, but you know, you could always come out over here. Why not, right? We'll just do a real feather stitch to start before we start getting too wild. All right, so we have to do a little back and forth. And then anchor. But it's up to you if you want to have it all in one direction. Always go to the right, always go to the left, go to the right 2, then go to the left 2. My stitches got smaller because I'm running out of floss. And also, you know, how wide the stitches are, how long the stitches are, and add all kinds of variations. So I'm going 2 to the right, 2 to the left to create this one. All the same little stitch. I think this has a separate name, but to me it's just another way to do feather stitch.